If you're looking for a new place to photograph or somewhere new to visit, I've got just the place to show you. I am currently in Batanes, an island province shaped by the wind and ocean, located at the northernmost tip of the Philippines. For reference, I'm here, where I'll be experiencing views that just keeps getting better. I just fell in love with the landscapes here. So apparently Batanes is going to be split up into 3 main inhabited islands, and the tour will cover 2 of them. And the main sites that we are going to be seeing is going to be a mixture of landscapes, old churches, and some lighthouses. So yeah, this vlog, no script at all, and just being true to the moment, and let's just have fun with it. Right after our lunch, we start immediately the Northern Bataan tour, where the first stop is the Tarok Chapel, a beautiful stone church situated on top of the hill, and supposed to have views of the lush green island. It started raining pretty hard. And just right outside the chapel, you can see some fog views, which I think this YouTuber will like. I think photographers will be the only types of people who sort of thrive in these kinds of conditions. My parents are a bit disappointed about not seeing clear blue skies. Well, rain or shine, we don't let the weather stop us from taking photos and make the most of what we have. But if the rain is too much, there's this Japanese tunnel dug to be a hideaway or escape route during the war that we passed by to keep us dry for a bit. Just a little bit. It's like crossing a street the long way. As we push further to the Valugan Beach at the eastern part of Batanes. And that is literally the Pacific Ocean already. And wow! Goosebumps actually. We didn't stay very long at the beach as I encountered some technical problems. It's apparently an authorization required zone for the drone, and I literally can't take off. And also we have more ground to cover before we wrap up day 1 and go to 2 additional highlight spots of the Northern Bataan tour. We just arrived one of the highlight spots of Batanes, and it's the one behind me, the Bayang rolling hills, because as you can see, the landscape just really looks like it's really rolling. It's so gorgeous. And then you can see another highlight spot over there at the back, which is the Lighthouse of Banas. Alright, so it's a bit windy, so I'm gonna use the DJI mic over here. You'll need to be very careful of the cow poop. So Batanes is the smallest province here in the Philippines. So going around the area, especially if you've hired a van, it's going to be very convenient. You're within your next destination within 5 to 10 minutes, and it's also senior citizen friendly. I do appreciate that my parents are quite on the adventurous end. So fog is rolling back on this side, which quite like it, to be honest. You can really see the atmosphere fading away. So now we are at the iconic lighthouse that has the Batanes sign. Nice. So that there's proof that we've been to this place. So this lighthouse was built in 2003 and stands 66 feet tall to guide the local fishermen. And apparently it's the only lighthouse here in Batanes where you can climb up for the view. I think I was able to take some pretty cool drone shots from this spot. Nice sea view. I see there's like a lone fishing boat out there in the middle of nowhere at the sea. And I think my dad is going to try climbing up. He photobombed us. It was the year end, so we enjoyed ourselves with the festive spirit that evening around the town and got some rest as we had an early morning start, making our way to the Ivana port to catch the ferry through the sea. And the boat ride, probably not calm seas, so it's gonna be hell of a ride. So we just arrived at the port of Sabtang. Pleasant journey around here, the 30-minute boat ride. Seas were not as rough as I expected. That's what she said. And I think I took a couple of pleasing shots. I saw a rainbow on the way over here. And I think the highlight is when the boat was approaching the port. You can see the lighthouse and surrounded by some epic landscape. Sweet shot, so good start for the day. I didn't have a lot of expectations for the island as I didn't really know what's in store for us for today. But man, this was a pleasant surprise. Shop over here who will give us a free taste of wine. Time for day drinking. Cheers. Not the wine, but this. I think I just fell in love with the landscapes here. I keep making this joke online that I'm eventually going to end up marrying a mountain. This could be a candidate. Wow! So I was just telling Nelson, our guy, that I much prefer the landscapes over here than the one yesterday in the rolling hills because there's a lot less clutter from the town. There's only a few small huts over there. And that I quite like the contrast of the greens and then the rock formations. Then he said that in our later part of the tour, I think tomorrow or the next day, there's going to be the Marlboro Hills, which is also quite scenic. So let's see which one will trump. For the remainder of the second day, we took a trip to a Subangston Hut Village where you can walk around in style with handmade gear while admiring unique stone houses built by the local inhabitants with corals and limestones. Look at my parents. Beside the village, I did notice some impressive seascape opportunities from the distance. Especially there was like a couple of huge sea stacks. Quite nice, and then pebbles in the foreground. And the last stop in Sabtang Island for the day is a quick one by Morong Beach. We have some fine sand, crystal clear waters, beautiful rock formations. This island blew my expectations out of the water. Okay, so we are going to be heading back to the main island, Batanes, and continue with our adventure. And if you're enjoying so far, do like and subscribe. My channel is about the photography and my experiences behind it. And I share some nuggets of wisdom to help people take better photos. Okay, so I made it back here at the rolling hills here in Batanes just in time for the golden hour. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a proper golden hour because yesterday was a lot foggy and there wasn't color in the sky. So everyone loves a good sunset because it's pretty nice to wrap up your day and seeing something so vibrant and pleasing. So golden hour, great for photography in general. You have less harsh shadows, everything appears more vibrant and more pleasing to the eye. So what better way to spend it than here in the sweeping landscapes in the rolling hills. Before we move into day 3 of this Batanes tour, if you're into the night sky like astrophotography or astronomy in general, then Batanes is going to be very away from the light pollution. So if you're ever around the area and you're lucky to have clear skies, then go out, try to appreciate the night sky. It's really, really spine-chilling when you see a sky filled with stars. But currently the clouds are rolling in, but I was able to look out and take a photo with Orion with the background. Quite happy with that, and I'll see you for day 3 of this tour. We are now at the Chawa view deck. We have decent weather conditions. So I made myself wear my bright colored shirt because photography tip, if you're going to pose in some landscapes, wear a bright colored shirt so that you will pop out into the landscape and then maybe, just maybe, my crush will notice me. Day 3 of the tour is perhaps the most relaxed of the 4 days as we only technically visit 2 spots and give us some recovery time from early wake-up calls. The first one we hit today boasts more impressive views that sort of reminded me of the Shire from Lord of the Rings. Would you look at that? It just keeps getting better. I could not believe my eyes. I am currently at the Marlboro Hills, which is not the official name, and it was only named that because the foreigner tourists here can't really pronounce the official name, and they thought that it's something that resembles that of New Zealand and a cigarette commercial. So today you learn new facts. If ever I get reborn, I don't mind being one of these cows. Chill lifestyle, eating grass, pooping around. They've learned the art of not giving a fuck. So now we are doing this short trek to a place called the Spring of Youth, which got its name from an old legend where a mother and her sick child came here to bathe in the water and then they got cured of the illness. And now it is believed that this spring will grant you your wishes, make you more beautiful, make you more youthful. So now let's see if it's going to work on this face. Alright, so there's a beach right beside the Spring of Youth where I whipped out my camera, tripod and ND filters so I can take a bit of a long exposure to smoothen out the waves. For seascapes, what you want to do is that you stick to your composition, take as many shots as possible of your waves, and then you can just wait for the right wave to come. Just like in chasing for that girl of your dreams, persistency is key. So the Spring of Youth is like a natural infinity pool with, you know, impressive views of the coast. I take a short break from photography and share with you all this small store in Batanes called the Honesty Coffee Shop, whose business model is that it is completely self-service. So there won't be any cashiers and then you pay based on your conscience. So just a fun fact, Batanes is a community built with trust and there is going to be near zero crime rates over here. Very, very safe place. So I hope it stays that way. Now we drive on to day 4 of the tour where we go around the southern part of Batan Island and where I found my first sign of 2024. I think I just found the sign that I won't find love in 2024. It's a broken heart. Okay, so I am completely getting a wind facial right now. Amazing seascape views, and then there is an iconic sign over here that says blow your horn. Because here in Batanes, the island roads have a lot of blind spots, and historically only the Americans had cars, so they put up signs, blow your horn. So I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Philippines, underrated for its landscapes. So I think Batanes is one of those places that I don't mind revisiting and then spending a longer time to do just a photography trip. Highly recommend for everyone to visit. So hopefully these mini Philippine vlogs can spread to more people and at least inform everyone of the beauty of the Philippines. And if you want to see more impressive Philippine landscapes, why don't you click on this video where I hike one of the world's most destructive volcanoes of the 20th century and form the beautiful landscape. So see you there. Thanks for watching.